ECA students. I'm Landon.
And I'm Layla.
And here's your week's news. But first, off to Trinity with Student Spotlight and a special interview.
Good afternoon, ECA. I'm Trinity and I'm here with
Allison Wingapo.
She's a 9th grader here. How are you?
Pretty good. As good as I'll ever be.
Okay, let's get into it. Why did you decide to come to ECA?
I mean, there's like so many great options here. Whenever I came here and I went to the kind of fall festival thing where you can go see people. Yeah, the Fall Frenzy, yeah. So like the people there were so freaking great. And you know those people that kind of make you like, ugh. I know a lot of ugh people. So then the people at ECA seem so great, and like it's so true. The people at ECA are great. I've only met like one person, but like he can be ignored.
Did you have any nicknames growing up?
My name is Allison, so my family calls me Allie, and of course my middle name is Natsumi, which is Japanese for summer ocean. So they always call me like Natsumi or Natsu, and I had an aunt who called me Allie Bear.
Do you have any hobbies?
Well, origami. And then I also enjoy singing, and I also enjoy like reading and writing.
If you could be an animal, what animal would you be?
Dragon all the way. Because like dragons don't only have to be evil, they can also be good, and they can like spread wisdom, and also they can go around burning down places, which is awesome, you know?
It's the best of both worlds.
Yeah, exactly.
List 3 things on your bucket list.
Travel around the world, of course, and definitely at least go back to Japan, you know, because Japan's so great, guys. If you ever like want to go somewhere, go to Japan. Like the foods there is better, the people there are better. It's a lot better. So and also this is gonna sound cheesy, but I guess like evolve to be a better human being throughout my life.
Yeah. Wow. What is your favorite subject in school and why?
ELA, because like, I'm sorry, Miss Aver, but like ever since I was younger, I started reading, and I was like introduced to these new worlds that like people just like, it just came out of their minds and they just wrote it down on paper, and it was just like a beautiful thing. So definitely it's great.
Okay. As of right now, what do you want to be when you grow up?
An author. I know I've talked about reading a lot already and writing, but yeah, I really love it.
Which genre would you write?
I would have to say fantasy, because like there's so much that can be done with it, and like I love tales of like wonder and magic, you know, so yeah.
Okay, and this kind of goes along, if you had superpowers, what would be your superpower?
Infinite knowledge, because then you would have the knowledge to gain every other superpower, and then like you could just rub other people's faces in it.
Wow, that's good. I've never heard that answer before. What are your expectations for this year or for high school in general?
I really want to get straight A's, and I know it's going to be hard, and like everyone, probably like sophomores watching this are going to be like, oh, you poor thing. But I'm really going to try hard to do that, and I just want to like meet new people, because I'm an introvert, so like people are kind of like scary, but I'm going to try.
Okay, and our last question. What would you say was most difficult about your transition from middle school to ECA?
It's kind of like getting used to the idea of me being a high schooler, I guess. Like even now, like I'm a freaking 9th grader, I'm a freshman in high school. That doesn't even sound right. Like I'm in this new chapter in my life, and I still like can't get used to it. But I probably will. Yeah.
That's the end of our interview, our Student Spotlight interview. Thank you for coming, Allison.
Thank you for having me.
Welcome to the Student Council Breakdown. I'm Trinity, and I'm here with the one and only Landon.
Thank you for having me.
So Landon, what has Student Council accomplished so far?
Well, we've really accomplished a lot. First off, this is the first ever interview that Student Council has done, so that's an accomplishment in itself. We also, this is the first year we had a theme for our orientation and a specialty design t-shirt. We attended our first ever leadership conference hosted by SLCC. Very productive. A lot of our members went and got a lot of good information out of that. And we also went to our SLCC SGA meeting thanks to VP Caroline Perez.
Is there anything to report from the SLCC SGA meeting?
So yes, and as I said earlier, our VP Caroline went to the meeting, and there was two major things SLCC is really trying to incorporate. One is the first one is the Green Initiative. We actually have recycling bins that we don't actually recycle in, so SLCC is trying to actually make sure we start recycling. So I think that's a very good idea. And secondly, is there's quiet spaces being installed in the Health and Science building and the Art building from 9 to noon. So if you see those areas,
What does Student Council have in the making or hope to achieve by the end of this year?
one of the biggest things the Student Council has in the making is obviously the Halloween dance. I've talked a little bit about it, but this is the first major announcement of it. We will be having a Halloween dance on October 28th, so make sure you buy your tickets. We have a costume contest. We recommend that everybody does wear a costume. You know, it's not anything too formal, so a costume can be scary, funny. For our costume contest, we have best male, best female, most creative, scariest, funniest, and best group from 2 to 7 people. So we're encouraging all of you to buy a ticket and even bring a guest. Also, Student Council has an Adopt a Classroom set up that we want to reach out to a classroom in Houston, Texas that has been affected by Hurricane Harvey and try to adopt that classroom and get it back to where it needs to be so that the students in Houston can get a valued education. What we want to do with the Adopt a Classroom is try to make it a parish-wide challenge and challenge all the other high schools in the parish to adopt a classroom, and we'll see where that goes. Also, we have volunteer opportunities for Student Council. We're really trying to get involved with the community this year. We have a working document on Google Classroom that Student Council members can post and have the information there, so if they want to volunteer, they have opportunities there that they can volunteer. And lastly, one of my biggest things was talking to middle schools. I talked to Ms. Mistro early last week, and her and Mr. Melton were meeting to review the school of choice policy on when we can actually go to these middle schools and talk to the students and try to recruit them and get them the best quality of education that they can receive.
Okay, any closing thoughts or messages for our students?
Absolutely. I want to really applaud the Student Council sponsor, Mrs. Abear, and the administration, Mr. Melton, Ms. Mistro, and especially Ms. Sherrill. All 4 of these individuals really have enhanced Student Council's success and potential this year. A big thanks does go out to all 4 of them. And to the students, I really encourage you to contact your class reps and your class presidents and get your ideas across, get it on the Student Council agenda. That's the easiest way to get your ideas across. Contact your Student Council reps and your Student Council class president. They're the direct line to me. And if you have any questions, don't be afraid to ask anybody on Student Council. That's including me, Ms. Abear, or any other officers. We're all open with open ears. And don't forget to buy your Halloween dance tickets. Very important. They're $10. And tonight, SLCC is actually sponsoring a Live at 5 concert with really, really good bands, high-profile bands, and we hope to see everyone there.
And that's the end of Student Council Breakdown. Thanks for being our guest, Landon.
Thank you for doing a great job, Trinity.
Beta, there is a meeting right now, so if I were you to hurry up.
If you have photos you want in the yearbook, submit them to the Replay It app using the code below.
Health Club. Mental Health Awareness Day is being planned for the beginning of November. $12 fees are due by Thursday, October 5th.
Juniors, if you have a t-shirt design for our class t-shirt, please submit it to Reagan before October 12th.
Picture day for 9th, 10th, and 11th graders will be October 2nd. Senior picture retakes will be October 9th from noon till 3 p.m.
Health Club Part 2. Register for the Health Club Camellia Crossing 5K team. The fee is $35 from now until November 12th, then $40 until November 20th.
PBIS Cake Bingo will be held on October 31st. If you have less than 3 ends this semester per class, you get to join in on the fun. Upperclassmen are welcome. And now, word of the week.
And your word of the week is clairvoyant, meaning able to see into the future. Raven Simone from that popular teen sitcom was clairvoyant.
Report cards will be given out on October 11th. Keep up the good work.
Legal Eagles. Wednesday, October 4th, we will have a meeting after school from 4 to 4:30 to get the case and prepare for tryouts. Tryouts will be held Thursday, October 12th, so see Ms. Abear to schedule a tryout time.
And just a reminder, SLCC does not allow students to play cards at all, so don't play cards.
You all are going
And that's the end of ECA Student News.
Have a great week, everybody.
Oh, that's cute.
Please don't call me Allie Bear.
Beta meeting right now.
Oh, okay.
Hurry, run! The one Trinity. No, you're not about it?
No, it's good.
Yeah.
And that's the end of our student council breakdown. Thanks for coming.
Hi.
Okay.